Hey everyone, it's Kieran with 𝗬𝗶𝘁𝗄𝗧𝗂𝗏 PaperCrafts, and in this video I'm going to be creating a scrapbook layout for Simple Story Saturdays, which is a YouTube hop that's hosted by my friend 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗀, and we have a really awesome group of crafty YouTubers that participate each month. Simple Story Saturdays YouTube hop is on the 4th Saturday of the month, and everyone creates a project using their Simple Stories collections. Okay, so for the layout that I'm doing for this month, I'm going to be using this collection, which is Simple Vintage Indigo Gardens. It's one of the most gorgeous collections from Simple Stories, and it was one of the ones that I could find. I just moved a couple weeks ago, and I am still in the process of unpacking. I really haven't started unpacking my craft room. I just had a few boxes that I had set aside that I knew that I would need to get to right away for different projects that I was working on. And I kind of have some delays in getting my craft room set up because there's a problem in the master bathroom with the bathtub, and the plumber has been out once already, and to get to the bathtub they had to take the baseboards off of my craft room along one wall, which I had a lot of furniture on, so I had to move all the furniture, which is now in the middle of the room, and they put holes in the wall at the baseboard level. And he went under there and did some work trying to fix the tub, and they didn't quite get it fixed, so they're going to be coming back on Monday, and hopefully they'll get it fixed this time, and then they can have the carpenters come back and put back the baseboards, and so I can start really unpacking all of the stuff that goes into my craft room. But right now it's on hold, so I have a temporary space set up in my dining room, and I just have some basic supplies here. So we're going to do a really simple layout, and I think that this collection is really perfect for that because it's so gorgeous. I think no matter what I do, it's going to turn out really good. Okay, so the picture that I found here was this picture of my mom and my sister Terry. We had taken my mom to a restaurant over in the Gulf Coast called 𝗬𝗵𝕋, and it's a really pretty restaurant that has this courtyard in front of it with all of this beautiful landscaping. And so we went out there and we took some pictures, and I thought this was a really cute picture of them, and I think it goes really well with this collection. And so that's the picture we're going to be scrapping. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick out the papers, and then I'll get started with creating this layout. Now I don't really have a plan for this layout, but when I pulled all of the stuff out for this, I did think about using this paper right here as my background, because using this as a background really does give me a place to start. It's already like partly finished for me because it has this gorgeous floral over here, and I just think this would be perfect for a background for this picture. But let's go ahead and look at the other paper that's included here, and just to see if there's something else that might be better. I don't think I'll find something better, but you never know. Okay, so the back of this paper is a really gorgeous pink floral. And then we have this paper with the stripes, and I could use this one as a background too, but I think the other one suits this picture a little bit better. Okay, and then the other side of that paper is this pretty green floral with yellow butterflies. Okay, then we have this cut apart. I'm going to need to have something for my title, so I'm also looking for that as well. I like this saying down here, "Living a Sweet Life." I think that's really pretty. So I could possibly use one of the cut aparts. Okay, we also have this gorgeous floral. I just love this collection. It's so gorgeous. Just love the color combinations. Here's a pink gingham paper. That would be perfect to mat the photo, I think. So I think I might have to do that, mat the photo with that paper. And then here are some more cut aparts or journaling spots. And this is really cool. I love all of the different things on here. I could potentially use something here to do a little bit of journaling. And on the back of this paper is the butterflies. Okay, so that's all of the paper that I have available for this collection. And I think I picked this one up from 𝗵𝗫 Cheap, which is a daily deal. And I was kind of on a spending freeze, and normally if I was going to get a collection like this, I probably would have purchased it from scrapbook.com or a cherry on top, but I was really wanting not to spend any money. But when this collection came out, I just wanted to have a little bit of it, And I saw a deal come through from 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃.com, and it was all of these things here. So it came with some paper, the enamel dots, the simple vintage bits and pieces, the floral bits, and also the sticker book. And I thought that this would be, I think, good for me to have for this collection, just to have something that I could create a few layouts with, because I love it so much. And it was really kind of sad that I was on a spending freeze when this came out. But I did go ahead and decide to get it from 𝗵𝗵𝗃. And that was partly because when you buy from 𝗵𝗵𝗃, it's just one item per day. So I wasn't tempted to go and shop more and get more stuff to get the free shipping, or to, you know, get a free gift or something, which is something that I sometimes tend to do. Okay, so this is what we had to work with. I also did create a few flare buttons using my button maker. And for those of you that don't know, I have a button machine, and I also have a button shop, which is Yes Please Button Shop. And I'll put a link to my store in the description below and also up here on the screen. But I made these 3 flare buttons here. And I thought that it would be fun to have that to go with this layout. So I did create 3 different flare buttons. Okay, I also wanted to mention that I am working on some buttons that will go with this collection, and that is going to be in the September release. So it's going to be coming to the shop soon. I did do some flare buttons for another Simple Stories collection, and it was this lemon, simple vintage lemon twist collection. So I have some buttons in my button shop, like this black and white floral, and also this polka dot. I think this was an extra one. I don't actually have that in my shop, but I have these 2 buttons in my shop. I have a whole bundle of buttons that go with this collection from Simple Stories. So I'm trying to do that now in my releases. When I put new releases into the shop, I'm trying to create a collection or a bundle to go with a manufacturer's collection. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun to have that to create with. Okay, so I think what we'll do is use this pattern paper here, which is a pink gingham, to map the photo. And then I am pretty sure I'm going to be using this gorgeous piece of paper as my background. I think that's just going to be really pretty. And I could do a pretty simple layout, I think, and still have something really special just because this paper is so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and map my photo and cut this background paper down. And then I'm going to come back and share with you what I have so far, and then we'll talk a little bit more about doing the embellishing. Okay, so I went ahead and matted my picture with that pink gingham paper, and then I cut up some of the cut aparts. And I'm thinking that I might use this one here, which says Best Day Ever. I love the colors, and I think it really goes well with this paper. And I thought maybe I would put this over here on the side, and then maybe create a little bit of a cluster here, one at the top of the photo, and maybe one down here below the photo. And then I was thinking about what to do about the title. And I did go through some of my foam alphas from Simple Stories. This is the color Vibe. This is the coral color, and I thought that would be really pretty with this paper. But when I went through and looked at the sticker book, I found something that was perfect for this layout. So in the sticker book, they have some florals, this plaid alpha, and then some little word stickers, which I might use some of those on this layout. And then they had some larger stickers here. And one of the stickers that's on this sheet says Sweetest, and then right under that it says Together. And I thought that would be perfect. I think I'm going to make my title Sweetest Together, and I think that'll be super cute. So that's what we're going to do. And then I want to add a little bit more dimension. I did want to try to use some of my buttons here, my flare buttons. So I have this pink plaid. I have this button here which says Celebrate Your Special Day, and it was my mom's birthday, so I thought that would be just perfect to use on this layout. And then this one is a yellow damask print, and so I don't know if I'll use all 3 of these, but I think I'll just add these to my cluster, and that'll give me a little dimension. I also think I might pop my picture up with some foam, and that'll maybe pop it up a little bit from the background. And then I want to use some of the flowers. So let's go ahead and look at some of these embellishments that are included and see what we could use from here. So I hope y'all are having an awesome weekend. I think this video is scheduled to go up on Saturday, and it might be a little bit late because I'm super behind with pretty much everything since I moved. But I still did want to participate in the YouTube hops, both this one and the Pink Fresh Friday hop. So hopefully I'll get these layouts done and up on my YouTube channel as soon as I can. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of word quotes. There's some tickets and really some cute things. Simply magical. So there's also some things here that could be used for titles. Okay, I like the butterfly. I love putting butterflies on a layout. There's another one. I might have to put those on there. And I like this one too. It says beautiful. And then we have this that says this and that. So many cute things to use. I might have trouble picking just a few things. I love everything about this collection. I love the colors, the images, the florals, the butterflies. The sweetest moment. That's going to be my title, so I don't want to use that again. This is really cute. Bloom and grow. That's really pretty. Okay, so I got some idea of what's in there. Let's also look at the floral bits. And that has more butterflies and more flowers. I think it'd be pretty to do some floral clusters. And one of the things I like to do with floral clusters is you just use different floral bits and pop some of them up with some foam tape and give it a little bit of dimension. It really does make some pretty floral clusters. So let's see what we have here to work with. Okay, we do have some more butterflies. Lots of butterflies. Butterflies are fun to add to a layout. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out where they should go though, because they tend to fly around and they don't know where to land. It'd be fun if you had some way of doing a scrapbook layout where you could have things moving around. I think I saw recently that they had something where you could take a video clip. I think my friend Rosalie told me about this. You take a video clip, put it up somewhere like on YouTube as a private video, then you can get a QR code and create a link to it, put the QR code on your layout, and then when the person is looking at the layout, they can scan the QR code with their phone and watch the video. And I thought that was super awesome. I may have to try that one of these days. I'll try to link Rosalie's video in the description below. Rosalie is Can't Wait to Plan. That's her YouTube channel name. And I believe the layout was one that she did for someone that was had dancing in it. And it was beautiful. So I'll link that video below, and she explained a little bit more about how that works, I think. All right. Wow, they've got lots of butterflies in here. That's going to be hard just picking a few. All right, so one of the strange things about these embellishments is that the collection doesn't really have any white, but the embellishments have a white border. That kind of confuses me sometimes when you see that. And I'm not going to spend time, I don't think, fussy cutting all of this out. Sometimes I would do that. If I really want things to blend a little bit more, I might take something like this and try to fussy cut and take some of the white away. But I think it's going to be okay, but probably make it stand out a little bit more because it does have the white. I'm trying not to let things like that bother me as much as it used to. I used to be really bad with matchy-matchy, everything having to match. And as a kid, I was way worse. I've kind of gotten a little bit better as I've gotten older, and it doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to, but I used to really struggle with everything had to match. Okay, I'm gonna play around with these embellishments, and when I get something on here that I like, I will come back and share with you what I've gotten so far. Okay, so I haven't glued everything down yet. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I did. I did try to take that sticker that said sweetest, and I put it on some cardstock and tried to fussy cut it out, and I messed it up. So I went ahead and used some of the foam stickers that I had from Simple Stories and just spelled out the word sweet, and then have this little sticker here that says together, and that's my title, Sweet Together. Okay, I also wanted to talk a little bit about how I added dimension to this layout so that the background shows through, but then I have things on top of it, and you can kind of see a separation between the background and the embellishments. And so what I like to do is to add some foam tape just to parts of my embellishment. So for the butterflies, I usually add foam tape to either side of the wing, and it just gives me a way to have those wings popped up. And I'll put a little bit of liquid glue in the center when I go to stick that down. So I put some butterflies along this floral here. I didn't want to cover up the floral, but I just wanted to add some interest just to the flat paper there. And then I created this little cluster down here at the bottom. For this cluster, because I did pop my picture up with some foam tape, I took this flower and I just added foam tape to the edge so that when I lay this flower on top here, it's going to lay flat across, and it'll sit nicely on there. Now, I do also have a flower here that I'm just going to glue right to the paper. Just wanted to bring some more pink down here at the bottom. And then I have this little weird area right here that I'm going to cover up, and I'm just going to add a little butterfly there. And then I have this word quote that says the sweetest moment. I did pop that up to some foam tape as well. Just to kind of give some dimension to that cluster. Okay, so here I have added a cluster here to the top by the title and to this corner of the picture, and I did tack this under. So when I added my foam tape, I didn't take the release paper off of just this one corner so that I would be able to tuck things underneath, and I added some foam tape just to the top of this floral so that I could tuck it down here underneath. And but it would still pop out and just be really pretty. And then these leaves and flowers, I'm just going to glue directly down to the paper. And then I have a butterfly here that I popped up with some foam tape, one of the flare buttons. And then for this little clip right here, I think it's really cute if you make it look like what it is in real life. So what I ended up doing was just putting foam tape up here on the top of the clipboard to make it have a little dimension where the clip would be. And then it's going to hold on to the paper here as if it's attached to this piece of paper. And then I have this cut apart here, which has this really pretty floral and a butterfly, and then the best day ever. And then down at the bottom here, I just thought this corner looked a little empty, and I'm just going to scoot this over so you can see how empty this looks without anything there. So I decided that I would put this little piece, which was part of the ephemera. So I have happiness, and then I thought it needed a little bit more, so I put in the moment. And then there was these two little squares here, so I popped these up with some foam tape as well. And I didn't put foam tape on the side here so that I could overlap them a little bit like that. And then I'm going to use this little heart right here. And I thought about possibly adding in some enamel dots. Once I get all this glue down, I might add some enamel dots. And I also was thinking about adding another word sticker here from this sticker book. And I think maybe some of the one or more of these black word stickers would be really cool up here at the top. And so let me go ahead and glue all this down, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up the layout. one of the butterflies, I moved this butterfly that was over here, and I added just a little bit more green. I was just trying to fill this in a little bit better. And then I took one of the stickers that was in the sticker book, put it on some cardstock, and then fussy cut that out and added this little butterfly over here. And then I put on one of the stickers from the sticker sheet that had the black and white word stickers, and it says sweet smiles. And my sister and my mom had really sweet smiles in this picture, so I thought that was perfect. And then I think I'm going to add a few enamel dots, and I do have 3 clusters on my layout, and so I thought it would be good if I just added some enamel dots in different colors and sizes. So I think I'll do a pink, green, and yellow over here on this corner, and then let's go ahead and scatter some over here. Maybe we'll do this, I don't know if this is a navy, I think it's a navy blue. We'll do the navy blue, the small pink, and the bigger green over here, and then we'll do a little bit more up here. I'll do a large yellow one. Where should we put that? Let's tack that one a little bit under. Sometimes I like to tack the enamel dots under a little bit. Just kind of adds a little bit more interest. I think having them kind of peeking out from underneath things. And I'll do a green, small green one there. I think that just adds a little bit of shine and sparkle, a little bit of a different texture to the layout because these are glossy. And then I don't have my honeybee stamp little tiny gem stickers, but when I do find those, I'll probably come back and put some gemstones in the middle of all the butterflies. I just love doing that. I think it adds such a pretty sparkle, and this layout is very feminine, and I think it would suit it really well. I just don't know where they are right now. Okay, so this pretty much finishes the layout, and I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a close-up of the layout so that y'all can see all of the dimension and just kind of see how I utilized this background paper and then added things on top of it, added those butterflies over there, and they are popped up onto some foam tape. I'm hoping that that kind of shows through. You can kind of see the dimension there, the layering. And then I have this little cluster here, which is also popped up. And then the cluster here at the top with that flare button, I thought came out really pretty. So that's my favorite part of the layout, I think, is this cluster up here at the top. I love this little clipboard or clip that goes on top of a clipboard. I think that's really super cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. So I do have a short video clip of my 2 dogs, Bella and Lilybell, that I'm going to add at the end of this video. And y'all be sure and go check out everyone else's videos that is participating in this YouTube hop, and I have links to their videos in the description below. Okay, y'all take care. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Bye now. How are you enjoying living in your new house? You like it? Yeah, there's no yard yet. We still don't have a fence. That's right. Yeah, you missed your yard. I'm sorry. I couldn't bring it with us. It's kind of hard to... Okay. It's kind of hard to move the yard. Well, yeah, it is. What you got to say to that, Miss Lilybell? Well, you just don't ever give her a chance to talk. Okay, well, you got anything else you'd like to tell the YouTube people? And what else? Okay, Miss Bella sure has a lot to talk about. Yep. Well, we're getting all moved in. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all we have. Okay, well, that's all we have. You want to say goodbye? Okay, bye now.